Morning guys, Coach in the Cap here again, different location this time around. I wanted to talk to you today about successful teams though, and how you create a high performing team, and also looking at how you define success for that team as well. So success for a lot of people could look like this, or you may have your own definitions of success, but we'll explore that with you. So I'm often asked, what makes a successful team? Well, did recent exercises with some pretty senior teams in organisations and just asked them to kind of rate themselves 0 to 10 in terms of how a high performing team they thought they were. 0 being not very effective at all, 10 being highest possible team they could be. It's interesting looking at the results. So very rarely do we see teams scoring themselves 8, 9, 10 out of that scale. And that's the norm actually, because actually a really good high performing team never actually reaches that 9 or 10 level. It's more about when you're getting to that stage, when you're getting to the 7s and 8s, redefining your goals, stretching yourselves and kind of thinking about how do we kind of get even better than what we're doing at the moment. So kind of constantly striving to improve, constantly trying to do something better. That's the key to really high successful teams, have that desire to continuously improve. So how do you create that then? How do you create that desire to continuously improve? Well, I guess it's really about understanding the dynamics within your team and what success looks like for different people, valuing the diversity that comes with that as well, recognizing that within your team, no matter what size of team you have, you're going to have different characters. They're going to value different things, they're going to want different things from that team as well. So it's a great opportunity to explore exactly that with your team. Before you go anywhere near kind of setting objectives or targets for that team to achieve, take the time to actually understand your team. And that's where kind of team dynamics, awareness, preferences, operating styles, psychometric tools can help to give that bit of understanding and awareness around the diversity within the team. The way people prefer to do things differently, be that communication, be that kind of the pace that they operate, the style that they operate in. It's all about understanding the diversity that you have in your team first of all. So what do you do once you've got that awareness of that understanding, that diversity? Well, you put it to good use. Making sure that people not only just understand the differences that people have, but they're using it to their strengths. So in the way that you align work, give pieces of work to people based on their kind of preferences, their desire to kind of maybe come up with ideas, you give the creative work to individuals. Those that are more kind of task focused, you maybe give kind of deadlines to, etc. So it's little examples there, just making sure the work that you're allocating to the team is given to people with their preferences or the abilities to complete that work successfully. So that's the one thing, understanding the diversity and applying the principles effectively. But in addition to that, it's making time for each other as well. You've got to build that trust within the team. Now again, before you go anywhere near the objectives or targets, it's about recognizing how you build that trust. Now there's lots of models out there, lots of tools, but ultimately the biggest way to develop that trust is to get people to spend time with each other, invest time getting to know each other, showing that genuine interest, showing that desire to want to know, to kind of understand each other, and with that, building the rapport, building the relationships so that they can leverage that going forward. So once you've got that trust, you've got that rapport going on in your team, and you've got that ability to assign the work appropriately to people's skills, the next step is really understanding what does success look like for us as a team. Now it may be the rating scale that I talked about before, trying to get to that 7, 8 or 9 scale, but actually it could be more tangible. It could be set objectives, it could be a project deadline, it could be kind of team transformation, organisational transformation. It could be a number of things that your team is trying to achieve. But you've got to be clear on what the metrics are. How will you know that you've actually achieved it? How will you know that you've actually been successful in getting to the target, getting to the end result? So part of the key skill of a good team is knowing the goal, but also knowing how you're going to measure that success as well. So to recap, it's understanding where you sit at the moment, how high performing are you as a team, what needs to be done to improve things, getting to know your team, valuing their diversity, developing the trust, the rapport, having clear goals and knowing what the metrics are to achieve those goals. Now, if you think team development is something for you that you need to work on, then check out our website, www.toojays.co.uk, or our TOOJaysHRstore.com website for more resources available to you to understand how you can develop your team. Alternatively, get in touch with us and let us know how we can help your team to develop as well.